What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Today we are going to be playing the very first day of the M21 core set release, and we are going to be kicking it off with the most annoying deck in Standard, probably. This is completely stolen from CGB. I saw him playing this deck on his stream, and I just couldn't help myself. It looked really, really fun to play, particularly because it's supposed to be really, really annoying to play against, and that is one of the most satisfying things for me in this game, is to torture the ever-loving crap out of my opponent. So the underlying strategy revolves around just blinking and flickering a bunch of stuff for value each turn and trying to get value out of Yorion over and over with cards like Charming Prince, Niambi, Teferi, Baron, etc. We have some of the main deck so that we can draw it so we don't have to pay the companion tax to get it into our hand. It happens more often than not. And yeah, this deck is just extremely fun, at least for a player like me. Uh, some things to talk about this deck. The new cards in this deck are pretty exciting to play with, such as Niambi. You can flash it in and return another creature you control to your hand, and you gain life equal to its CMC. So Yorion is one of the best targets for this. And Charming Prince is another good target. Elite Guard Mage, Baron as well. Any one of your creatures is a good target for Niambi. And the discard legendary card, draw 2 cards is also pretty useful if you get multiple copies of a legendary card in your hand, or you have one in your hand that you no longer really have any use for. Like if it's late game and you can't really benefit off of using Fibblethip, you can just discard him to draw 2 cards and keep going on your merry way. Anyway, let's just jump into some games. We're going to be just jumping right into the ranked queue because we are not afraid. We're probably going to get our asses kicked, but that's all a part of the experience. Okay, this is not the greatest opening hand because we only have one card with 3 cost or less in order to make early plays. We do have ECD and Yorion for later game plays. We are on the play, and we have Scrylands, so I think this is a keep. We can probably make this work. Opponent mulling to 6. Let's see what we can get. A Glass Casket. Do we need to? We don't know what the opponent is playing yet. It could be a dead card, so let's just cycle it so that we can get something more useful. Mono red, possibly? Probably it would have been a good idea to keep the Glass Casket then. Elite Guard Mage, probably really good in this matchup. Especially if they're an aggro deck, like they seem to be. This is an interesting card. Haven't seen it yet. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this guy so he doesn't accrue any value over the next few turns. So it does look like to be some sort of aggro deck, but it has non-creature spells in it. Ooh, Island. What? Blue-red aggro? Question mark? It looks like we're just going to slam the Elite Guard Mage. Get some value and pass. I'm expecting these games to be pretty long. Another Heartfire Immolator to try and get some value out of it. What should we do? We can Baron the the Immolator and then Niambi the Baron on their turn, I think that is pretty annoying. So let's go for it. Our goal with this deck isn't necessarily to win the game, it's to make the opponent hate the game so much they never want to play. Why just win one game against your opponent when you can make them not want to ever play again? Okay. Not really helping his state out. That's interesting. Okay, now I see. You just wanted to make this card cheaper. It is an ECD target, so I think we're going to want to do that. And not play Niambi, so that we can save her for the Yorion. So our line is probably looking something like ECD, this entity, and then the next turn Yorion blink anything that they might have for another ECD target. Then we can just play the Hollow Fountain tapped. Okay, just really doesn't like Baron, I guess. But that's fine. Probably should have saved the shock for Niambi, but they don't know what's coming, so I don't blame them. The lag is unreal today, probably because there's so many people playing. I wonder if my land is ever going to play. Today, Junior. I like this new pet, by the way. Oh, it's taking me down? Why? Did I get DC'd? Oh, dang it. I skipped the one that I like. I mean, I'm trying to play, guys, but... Man, the lag wasn't this bad when I was playing earlier today, so I don't know why it's doing this to me now. Okay, it looks like we were disconnected, so we're just gonna get on out of here and restart. Very unfortunate that that happened. Indie development company, though, am I right? That's the meme, at least. I don't even know what's going on, but okay. What did he do? Oh, he skewered my... whatever. Okay, I guess we go get a land with this passage. And then we have enough to play Yorion and Niambi. I do think it's more important to flicker that so that we can get the Sprite Dragon out of here, because that's a bigger threat. Plus, he no longer has a hand to make use of this prowess shit. Okay, more immolators. All the immolators. Guess there's no use in playing Niambi yet, because there's not a whole lot we can blink. But after this next turn, we should be able to get some pretty good value out of this. Another guard mage is awesome. So now we can play our entire hand out and then flicker it next turn with Yorion. Connection lost again. Let's go ahead and try to get back in. Playing against both the opponent and the server this game. Oh, I suddenly have a Charming Prince in my hand. Probably drew it from the Guard Mage. So that's actually better to play. Okay. He knew what was up. We were about to start getting some mad value off of a Yorion loop. Anyway, on to the next game. I'll probably cut this so that it doesn't take forever. Okay, it looks like it's already the server's already responding faster than the last game, so hopefully it stays that way. This opening hand isn't bad. We're on the draw against Aluris, probably cycling. Is this hand effective against cycling though? Niambi, it doesn't have a good target, and Maze Mind is pretty slow, so let's go ahead and see if we can get a better hand. Not really better. But we'll take it. We'll try and make it work. We're probably going to be digging for something, a good response for an Omen of the Sea. That's a good one. We can keep that. See what we can do with it. I like how I returned Elspeth Conquers Death to the bottom of my deck and then just immediately drew another one. It's kind of like the mulligan doesn't matter at all. Well. Maybe we should have kept it a fairy hand so that we can bounce his Pride Mate to reset it. So the option is Omen of the Sea or Charming Prince. Probably Charming Prince, to be honest. So that we can get a blocker down and get some life. Maybe survive a little bit longer. Definitely not cycling like I originally thought. Alseid of Life's Bounty gonna be a annoying card to get through in order to get rid of this Ajani's Pride Mate. I wonder if we have any chance at all. It's already looking pretty grim because the Alseid is going to be preventing us from dealing with the Ajani's Pride Mate in any effective manner. But we do have a Yorion, which will get us some value, so maybe we can just hope to outvalue them. As long as they don't get the oven, then we should be pretty set to outvalue them over time. Ooh, out of mana so that they can't give the Pride Mate protection. Hopefully we can take advantage of this. Let's go ahead and get that off the battlefield. Going to 11, but we do have Elite Guard Mage in hand to get some more life. Teferi, nice. And then hopefully we can get a land off the top. We have 2 more chances to get land. Nice, nice, nice. We'll go ahead and draw the card first in case we get a tap land. We do have ECD for Luris. So if he plays the Luris, we'll just get it out of here. And then the following turn we can play Yorion. But opponent opting for the Pride Mate. Can the opponent gain life to pump it? Okay, so let's go ahead and just slam a Guard Mage, try and get another land so that we can start getting some value from Yorion. Perfect. A consideration is to play Yorion and start the Yorion loop, because we'll be able to draw a card and gain 3 life every turn, which should be able to extend the game long enough for us to make some other more noteworthy plays. Crucial Element not the worst thing that they could do right now. Do we just jam the Orion, or do we go for another land? I think we just play Orion.
Here we
Go and flicker all this. Get a bunch of value off of it.
go. Hardly my worst beat. This isn't a fight you can win.
As long as we survive this next turn, we should be in the clear. We do want an untapped land for next turn. Okay, so we get 2. Nice. Thanks, game. Don't need to worry about land drops for the next 2 turns, I guess. Okay, we'll go ahead and flicker everything but the Tef. Maybe not the Guard Mage, so we can get some damage in too. Is it really important? Okay, he just surrenders as well.